Anywho, welcome. Good evening. Good evening. Today's drink of choice. Um, Water. Do you know her? She's actually an old friend of mine. We go way back. Um, I drowned in her as a child. Um, I drowned in her as a child in the local pool. So we have somewhat of a love-hate relationship. My cousin um, didn't see me, so I grabbed him and tried to drag him down. Okay, nope, nobody said anything about the glasses. Y'all don't get things that y'all don't compliment. If it's not appreciated, it's not done. So that's what we learned today. Um, but yes, I did try to drag him down with me. Um, Not because I hated him, but because I was drowning and no one saw. So I have a love-hate relationship with water, but I've decided to keep her around so that she can lubricate my throat. Let's do that now. Okay, that's much better. Hey guys, hey LB, Chrissy, welcome. Mistress, welcome. JC, welcome. Hello, Sh5 and 15. Thank you for the sweater compliment. Thank you. Is there an echo? Let me know. My lips are very chapped today. I don't think you can see it. Hold up, let me zoom in on myself. Yeah, I don't think you can see it. But my friend said my friend backed away from me today in fear that I would like cut her if I was too close. And for some reason, my lips brushed up against her jacket. She thought I might rip a hole in it and cut it up. So please do send money for Chapstick. I believe it cost $1.99. So you don't have to send a lot. But I will be starting the $1.99 fund. I will be matching up to a total of $1.99. So for a total of $3.98, so that I can possibly get 2 chapsticks, not considering tax. Happy Sunday. Welcome, Gold Reflection, Shaw, the other MJ. Okay, everybody's in here. So as I lick my lips, we're doing a part 2 to the video that we looked at last week, where someone was online saying something very strange. He was saying something very strange on a woman's channel. He seemed to be surprised that women were like not wanting to have children. So let me see if I can pull that up. We're just continuing. That's literally all we're doing. Okay, there's no echo. Good. The glasses make me look more sophisticated. Well, we don't do that over here. Make sure to grab your liquor. Maybe not too much because it's a Sunday night, so I assume most of you have work tomorrow. I'm of course unemployed if you don't count YouTube, so I've never heard of her. I've never heard of employment. We don't know each other, and we don't go way back at all. So what we're going to go ahead and do is get through these memes, because y'all already know I like to separate the interesting parts of the live stream from the rest. So let's do that first.
That much weight will for sure transform your body. Lifting that much weight will for sure transform your body.
What do the comments say? I don't know what type of humor this is, but my humor is broken. My humor is broken. I don't know why I yes, I was a stripper in the military. Let's see what's going on here. Wouldn't buy him candy, so he stepped on a crack.
What? I don't care. That's your problem. Now find a ride home. What? I don't care. That's your problem. Now find a ride home.
So I was thinking, y'all know I like to go to the comments. I don't even care about memes. I just want to see what people are talking about. I thought we was gonna be in the comments like, oh my god, this is so funny. He really tried to break his mom's back by stepping on a crack. No, let me read y'all this dissertation from the comments. These people wrote soliloquies. Soliloquies. Do y'all know what that is? Hold up real quick. Soliloquy, an act of speaking one's thoughts aloud when by oneself or regardless of any hearers. Hearers is not a real word. Hold up. Hearer, a person who hears something or listens to someone. I'm not about to do this with y'all English dictionary. I'm not about to do this today. I'm not. Especially by a character in a play. Similar, monologue. Okay, let's go to monologue real quick. Monologue, a long speech. It's important that they put long in there by one actor in a play or movie or as part of a theatrical or broadcast program. Now, obviously, the comment section is not a play or movie or part of a theatrical or broadcast program. So I was very confused to see soliloquy and monologues, but let's look at some of them. I would honestly cry if my son did this to me, and I try to understand and rectify why he would want to break mommy's back. Perfect moment for a positive conversation with the kiddo. Put the damn phone down and be a parent, not an immature adult. For a mother to say they don't care to their 4-year-old or 5 son is emotionally damaging. And the worst part is he is too young to know this is damaging and will live with this energy until he realizes this energy is not helpful. Behavior is learned. So what did he learn today? Mom, my main provider, will leave me if I don't act how she wants. This creates people pleasers. I'll hurt someone when I'm mad, which is just dangerous. Mom, the person who should care the most, doesn't care about my feelings. Trust issues. We raising young black men like this? This is the problem. They put periods in between each word. We need less back and forth with children like this and more teaching and enlightening conversations. He is old enough to communicate properly if he had been taught to. Uh, should have drank the water before that comment, not after. It was long. This man stepped on a crack to break his mom's back, and you about to call CPS? This don't make sense to me. Bad mothers create bad kids. Laughing at misbehavior and then threatening abandonment. Embarrassing and sad, truly. Shame on you. Oh, here are the comments I like. Finally, I'm screaming. You should have fell out and started yelling. Baby would have took it all back. Baby would have took it all back. The way he stumped, he wanted to break the ish out of her back. I'm so petty, I would have dropped to the ground and acted like I just got hit by a bus. That's what I was thinking. I thought I was going to go to the comments and find these comments right here. These are my people. Attempted murder. Thank you, because he tried. Kids be mean AF when they mad. Oh my goodness. That's scarier than him making an actual threat. I used to dodge cracks like bullets to save my mama. Now, y'all, I don't know if y'all think Black Boy stepping on a crack to break his mom's back, and the mom, instead of like getting on the ground and throwing herself to his feet and apologizing, she's like, I don't care. I don't know if y'all feel like that's what's ruining the Black community and causing Black boys to become bad kids throughout their lifetime. Like 1 4-second clip. I don't know if that's what y'all think is ruining the community, but these first 2 comments did. Somebody replied to her and said, "This baby is joking. He's funny." So it's possible the baby and the mom are TikTokers. People do make family TikTok accounts, which is no, thank you. But I used to do this to my mom all the time, stepping on that crack. Attempted murder. Chapstick Fund. Thank you, Gold Reflection. Not only did you send the $1.99 that I would need to get chapstick, which I will be matching with an additional $1.99 for a total of $3.98. Actually, never mind, because YouTube took half. I forgot YouTube takes half of everything that we get. So, but I will match it still. I will match it still. Not only did you give $1.99, but you gave 1 cent extra to account for tax. Thank you for the Chapstick Fund. So the next time y'all see me up here and I decide to get big on the screen, it's because I have confidence to use chapstick. Let us quickly go to the next thing, because I saw something interesting. Now, first, I want you guys to look at this paused screen and tell me what you feel like. Okay, don't look too long. Let's look at it. Had to turn the music off because I think that might be copyright. So let me just narrate. Oh no, what happened? I don't remember that part. So I didn't watch this all the way through. I just saw the thumbnail and felt like we should all watch it together. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This hurts. I don't know why, but this hurts. And I feel like it's expensive. I don't know why, but I feel like it's expensive because it looks disgusting. Wait, is it inflating? Well, now it's not. Ooh. So it's at moments like these where I do want to point out the I don't know if they call it the BBL epidemic. I don't know what it's called. I don't know if there's just an excess and now they're trying to get rid of them. And this is a creative way to, I don't know what's going on. I actually don't know what's going on. And I was hoping maybe y'all could help me figure out what's going on. The Ashy Lip Fund. So we need to talk, because I feel like if I bring serious concerns to y'all, y'all don't donate. But when I talk about my lips being chapped, all of a sudden, not that I'm mad, but all of a sudden y'all can go down in y'all pocketbook. So it makes me feel like it's actually an issue. So let's take the BBL off the screen for a second. Is it actually an issue? Because we need to do a poll. That's what we need to do. Please answer the poll in the comments. Please answer the poll in the comments. Are my chapped lips actually an issue to the point where this is the first thing people are donating for? That makes me feel like I should have actually done something to my, here's what I'll do. I'll give you guys some entertainment while I go and apply some Vaseline or something really quickly. Hold up, because we're not going to do this today. Here's what we're going to do. My bad. I was supposed to go and put on some chapstick. My bad. I got caught up in my own memes. I got caught up in my own memes. Okay, I think we're caught up on memes, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, guys, he didn't ghost. He was just dead. I feel so much better right now. Like, rest in peace. But I thought it was a me issue. I thought this was worth sharing with you guys because I think sometimes people think that they get ghosted off of dating apps or that things were going well, and then all of a sudden they just stop texting back, and you're like, okay, did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? No, sometimes they die. Sometimes they die. So yeah, don't feel bad about it. Right. 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 Okay, I feel like y'all don't understand my memes, so we can get off the memes for now. We can get off the memes and get into the topic, actually. That's what we can do. That's what we can do. Before we get to the topic, let's get into some girl math. And as she gets into girl math, I'm going to go off camera to go apply some chapstick.
Oh, are you about to tell me that the more males a female is with, the more her value is reduced? Let me just show you what you told me about yourself. See, the more males a female has been with, the more she loses value. That's you. That's you. That's you. You just said this. So let's look at what you just said. My belief is males have a less than zero value. Because we're doing the math. We're going to do the math right now. So if a one, right? Because in order for a woman to lose value, she has to have a minimum of a +1. To lose something, she has to be something. So if a 1 is with a 0, well, she's still a 1. So the 0 did not reduce her value. But as you say, her value is reduced. So for a woman to lose value, his maximum value is -1. Because again, if his maximum value was 0, she'd still be a 1. So if a 1 is with a -1, now she loses value. So what I'm saying is, thank you for letting us know you're less than 0. And don't forget, ladies, body count, it only matters when there's a participation, right? Participation. Both of you participated. Both of you got your pleasure. If he took his pleasure but didn't give you yours, he played by himself. We don't count people who play by themselves. We count the people who participated. So don't forget, if you play by himself, he didn't count. Stay mad. By the way, ladies, just so you know, the way to never have to break up with one of these people is to never pick them in the first place. This is a guy. We're looking for men. Spanish, I got you covered, my love. And don't forget, the workbook is gorgeous and has bonus material. I love you. Get them on Amazon. Oh,
Yes, we're gonna let her ad play too because she needs it. She deserves it. Thank you for the $5. I have applied Vaseline to my entire face. I slugged, or whatever the kids call it. I hope that's not a slur or something. I really hope it's not. Is that a lung? Look, y'all want to know what it is so bad. We're gonna figure it out. Don't worry. I'll let you guys look at that as I go through the rest of the comments, and then we can get into the video. According to the comments, it's a lamb tripe. Hold up. For all of those wondering what this is a dish called Dao Shi He from China. The meat, spices, water, etc. are filled in lamb tripe, and scalding hot stones are dropped in before tying it up. Interesting. They didn't say anything about seasonings. The meat cooks inside the tripe from the heat of the hot stones. Let me see if I see some seasoning in there. Because what I'm hoping is that it's not just hot boiled something, and that they actually seasoned. Because I don't see color. Y'all know seasoning is like orange, red, different colors. That looks, you know, how it looks. So we can remove that from the screen now. It's not on your screen. It's still on mine though. It's still on mine. Okay. Well, I can't show you guys these memes. So now we get into the video. Let me play my thingy and we can get into it. If you're not there yet, I'm embarrassing myself on TikTok for like 7 likes per video. Very embarrassing things for 7 likes. So the payoff is not a lot at all. But I am doing that. Thank you, Amber. You're perfect as is. No chapstick is needed. The Chapstick Fund, by the way, has been completed. We did make the requested $1.99, and I will be matching it. So you guys don't have to donate for my lips anymore unless you feel compelled to do so. I like the colors. Okay, Alicia. Well, I'm not able to put people in timeout, but you would be. You would be if I could. Because, no. So, we looked at a video last week where this woman thingy comes on screen now. BOP Got It. This woman was speaking to a gentleman because he was trying to explain why older men go after young women and it's not predatory. I don't think he did a good job of explaining it, in my opinion. I'm not saying he doesn't have a good explanation for it. I'm just saying that if he does, I didn't see it because it wasn't in this video. So, you know, I don't know this man. Apparently, he's an up-and-coming Tubi star. So I think that's excellent. It's always excellent to see someone on their grind. And people say that he played a hairpiece on. I mean, he had a role on Love and Hip Hop. I'm so sorry, that was not intentional. He had a role on Love and Hip Hop. I guess you don't have a role on that show. You just are on it since you would just be yourself, right? Or am I? I don't watch like Real Housewives and I don't watch shows like that. So, but I assume you just show up as yourself, like, and be a celebrity and get paid to be a celebrity and do ghetto things with your friends. I don't know. It feels like the Kardashians, but in my community. So, this clip aged well based on the Cassie scandal. So that's something I would like to get into sometime this week. But yeah, this is again from One Thing About It. This is, I believe, Amani Talks. She's a TikToker. She also has this channel, One Thing About It. It will be linked in my description so that you guys can go over there and leave a like on her video and like comment on it for the algorithm. And like, because if I'm using her video, I feel like y'all should go and give a Black woman her likes and her shares and her comments so that the algorithm engages with her video and we're not just like taking without giving anything. So please do that. It will be in the description on my video. I did reach out to her and ask her if she would like to be interviewed, both about this video and some of her content generally, because she also has, quickly before we resume last week's, I'm not going to comment on anything he said about older men dating younger women because we already watched the first part of this video last week and we already have a video discussing that. But I did find on her channel, I have begun binge watching. All of her videos because literally there are gems in every single of the podcast episodes that she has up. So the one we're watching and reviewing is episode 20, but I went back and looked at episode 19. I liked it a lot more. She was there with one of her women friends, so it was a lot less. Sometimes she has men on, sometimes she has women on, and the ones with women tend to be a lot less like aggressive back and forth than the ones with men on. So I enjoyed that, and then I went back to episode 18, and in this one, she talks about why the title is "Why Isn't He Marrying Me?" And I won't get into it too much because I would like to also review this one because this is the one that I was watching and I was like, I'm not about to watch this by myself. And usually if I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it by myself, I need to watch it with somebody. That's you guys. Then it's something niggatry is going on in the video, and I'm not about to sit there and suffer in silence. We can suffer together as a community. But I paused it because I don't want to watch it anymore. But episode 18, I strongly recommend that too. We're going to be doing that probably next weekend because this man was talking about, she was talking about it's like not fair that moms come into this relationships and the moms are working and then doing all the house care, doing all the chores, and all the man has to do is pay the money. And this man said, yeah, my mom did all that stuff and my dad didn't do anything, but just his presence was enough. And I was really confused. Because the way he described his mom was like she did everything. The way she described women was like they do everything in the relationship as far as domestic duties and childcare, cooking and cleaning and stuff like that. And the man don't really do anything at all and doesn't really help at all with the hard part. He doesn't deny that, but he says just his father being in the home was enough. Not only was it enough, but he says that was like the most impactful thing on his childhood. Not like his mom cooking, cleaning, birthing him, feeding him milk from her breast. Not any of that. Not his mom making sure that he does homework every night so that he doesn't flunk out of school and that he keeps up on his studying so that he can have a good career and education path. Not that, just his dad being in the home, he says, was like the most impactful thing in his life. And I felt unusual about that because in my mind, if your mom is doing everything and your dad is just sitting there, I feel like I would be like, oh, my mom had the most impact on my life. But he also talks about using a woman for he was going nowhere in his life and he married her to use her since he needed someone attached to him legally for him to be able to go to school. And then he cheated on her. So maybe I understand now looking at that, if he's saying that his dad was the biggest influence on his life, is not his mom. I can understand, but we're going to get into that. I don't want to spoil that. So we're going to start this from, we were at the 32-minute mark. We're going to start it from the 28-minute mark so that we're not like jumping into it. Let me see if this is the right part.
Then a girl let down her guards. Oh, he don't want me from that. Oh my God, he's such a good. And then he just fuck your whole life up.
That's very much true. That wasn't the case with this guy though. He was gay.
He was a fruitcake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I ain't lose nothing.
Your antennas wasn't up about that.
No, because he didn't appear to be so. He good looking guy, and I met him out, and
then a girl let down her guards. Oh, he don't want me from. If he was on some like some,
obviously you ain't going for it.
Exactly.
But he was like, this is college. So we had dated, like we went on a few dates, and like months were going by, right? And he never tried anything. Not that I'm rushing him, but he just didn't try anything, right? We're at his house, we're drinking wine, the fireplace, everything. And he never tried anything. So I remember I was having a conversation with him. I was just like, so what are you into? Like what it is, what is
you
it
wanted
with
him
you?
to try something.
I mean, this is what am I here for? So, this is college. So he was like, I'm a
what am I here for?
What
hilarious.
What did he say? He said, I forgot what the term was, but he was like, I am someone that I'm attracted to the mind. I'm not attracted. And I was like, nigga, you gay.
Yeah.
I was like,
okay.
I was like, I'm gonna head out. Like
Yeah.
that SpongeBob meme, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what you're getting at right now.
Yeah, you scared
I'm
me.
over here, I'm looking cute, I'm smelling good, we drink. I was like, I'm gonna head out, sir. Because obviously you ain't going for it.
Exactly.
I was like, come on.
Because it would have
Attracted
been.
to the mind.
It would have been.
You don't want nobody that's dumb, but
I
let's
want
be
your mind,
serious.
okay?
Shut up. You're so
Your brain.
She lost me. She lost me. I feel like I want somebody who's attracted to the mind. She lost me. We're jumping in here. I'm jarred. I don't know what this is connected to.
Oh my
Attracted
god.
to your mind.
Yeah.
Even,
I mean,
no, but some dudes be tricky girls, like trying to fuck with their mind. Like, yeah, no, I'm attracted to your mind. Like if he was on some like some suave shit that this, oh no, I ain't gonna try to fuck. I'm just gonna let her think that I can't even tell y'all. I'm telling y'all too much now. I'm telling y'all too much.
I don't
No,
see,
but men,
listen.
certain men, it got different type of game where then a girl let down her guards. Oh, he don't want me from that. Oh my God, he's such a good. And then he just fuck your whole life up.
That's very much.
Oh, I do remember this part now. We did already look at this in the last video, but I'll let it play through since it's close to the end anyway. This is the part where he almost describes what men do to manipulate women, but then he says he won't give up the secrets. So I don't know. I felt like that was weird because the entire video he was like, oh, men who are older will date younger women for completely okay, normal purposes, and it's not predatory at all. But then he like in this part, I feel like goes into, oh, men will be predatory and they'll be like really manipulative and try to get you to let your guard down and take advantage of you. Which I feel like contrasts everything he was saying throughout the video. So yeah.
It's true. That wasn't the case with this guy though. He
was fruitcake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I ain't lose nothing.
Your antennas wasn't enough about that.
No, because he didn't appear to be so. He good looking guy, and I met him out, and I don't know, yeah. And usually I have a really good gaydar too. I have a really good gaydar, and your gaydar got to be 100%
in Atlanta. And
here's the thing: I'm not even saying anything about I'm just saying like, I've met guys in Atlanta who they seem gay. By the way that they talk and everything. But they kind of like swear by them being straight. Or like I have a conversation with a guy and he's just like, I'm straight. And I'm just like, why'd you feel the need to tell me that you're straight right now? That's kind of weird.
He's battling himself.
And I just be like, it's okay to be gay, especially in Atlanta. There's so many, like this is, I feel like the environment here is very much for gay people.
Whatever they want to do.
Yeah, cool. And I'm just like, so why don't you just be like, oh, I don't know. Like
What do you look for in a man?
I don't look for anything in a man. I don't look for a man.
Ooh. I mean, when you meet a man, you talk to him.
I don't look for nothing in a man.
Okay,
he just gotta show me.
Like conversation, right? If you talk and have a conversation with him, right? Yeah, at dinner. What is something the key points you like to see in a man?
I have my 10 things that I would like checked off of my checklist. Will I ever get all 10? No, because there's no such thing as a perfect person, period. But I have my things that I would like to see. Okay.
Yeah, I asked you. You said you don't even have them.
Okay, I'll name 10 things.
Okay.
10 is kind of hard too, though. Okay.
10. I didn't know you guys were sending stuff to CashApp. I won't put it on the screen because I don't know if these are your real names, so I don't want to put that out there. But LB, thank you for the $1.99 for yo crusty lips. Thank you for that. Didn't appreciate the caption, but thank you for the $1.99. And I had one more from a name I won't say out loud for $25 for a yearly stock of lip balm. LOL. Thank you for the $25. The Cash App stuff is not taxed. Also, let me see. My Cash App, unfortunately, I haven't put it out yet. My Cash App is no longer TBMOTH. I changed it at the request of my legal aid. I changed it to the real Prince.petti. So he said, we were talking about a completely different matter, but he said TBMOTH is not a good look. That's a direct quote. Not a good look. But thank you.
10 things.
That's too much. Name 5.
Name 5. Okay. Ideally, right? Yeah. No kids, over 6 foot, good job, and he's not stingy with his money. Come from a 2-parent household, and he's not a dummy. He has a good personality, and you don't got to go to college, but he can't be a dummy either.
So if a person have kids, he's just X'd out.
I mean, I'm not, like I said, this is ideally.
Oh,
I'm
ideally.
not going to
Okay,
X
okay.
anybody out because of these things, but these are the things that I would want. Yeah, I would want.
When you think you have kids?
I'm not having kids.
What you mean you're not having kids?
I'm not having kids.
That's what you was born here to do.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
No,
you was.
no, it's not. No.
Well, so you gonna be a wife?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, so you're gonna tell your husband you're not gonna have a kid?
That's the kind of conversation that you have when you're dating somebody. You let them know, like, I'm not having kids.
Why would you not want to have kids?
Why would I?
I'm asking you.
But why?
Why would you ask me a question when I ask you a question? Answer the question.
Why don't I want to have kids? I don't see any benefit.
For giving somebody life?
Okay, so now this is where I wanted it. I should have did 30-minute mark actually, because now they get into a separate conversation, not about men preying on women, but now about why don't you want to have kids. And I definitely remember saying in the last video, I'm not about to sit here and let somebody talk in my face if I was a woman and say, why don't you want to have kids? It's the most beautiful thing. You are giving life. It is like so amazing. That is not how men talk about women who have kids, and y'all know how they talk about women who have kids. So I won't repeat it here, but y'all know exactly how they talk about women who have kids. Kevin Samuels had a following of what, like 1.5 million. He calls women over 35 and women with children all types of leftovers, used goods. Don't nobody want to take care of another man's sperm. Y'all know exactly how these people are out here talking about women with children. So I don't know why somebody would sit in my face and say a bold-faced lie like that. She has more patience than I do. So
you have a kid and your life becomes about the kid. I want my life to be about me.
Oh, you selfish.
That's okay.
For right now, though, it's okay.
No, for
my
whole life.
Nah,
for my whole life.
I don't believe so.
I think it's okay to not have kids.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a certain people, but what if you meet somebody that you just? I mean, listen, man. If I
had the perfect marriage, and I'm talking about perfect, like it has to be perfect, I would compromise with one kid.
I know you're going to compromise, so I'm not even worried.
No,
about
I don't.
Ew. I know you're going to compromise. Ew. I don't know why that kind of, I can't describe why, but that kind of gave me a little ick. I'm not gonna lie. You gonna compromise?
Listen. You talk tough, like you. But when you fall in love, you fall somebody.
Of course, when you fall in love, a lot of things go out the door. Of course, but that's why I said if it was perfect and I was married, then I would compromise on it. But just my idea about kids, no.
Not having kids.
Kids are annoying.
I don't, even though that gave me the ick, by the way, I don't necessarily think it's bad for someone to say, I don't want children unless these circumstances are met. I'm in a healthy marriage with someone who I find amazing and they're caring and show qualities to be a good parent. I don't even see that as a bad thing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, I don't know why the way he said it was like,
what?
And I feel like parents don't tell single people without kids enough about how parenting is not, if they could undo it, they wouldn't have their kids. I think a lot of parents would go back in time and not have their kids.
Well, I got 2 kids, but I love both of them. Like,
of course you love them because they're here.
No, I love them. I really love my son and my daughter. Like, is my life.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it was something about my son, right? And me and the baby mother wasn't like together. You feel me? And this wasn't supposed to be at all. Didn't want nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? But when my son came, it just changed me. Like,
and it should.
He showed, like, it was like me all over again. And I see the way he loved me. Like, I love my pops. So it was just like, it was just unbearable love. So I understand, some people just don't, I had a conversation where I don't think we should do this. We don't like each other. But, she did it. And, I'm happy that she did because I got my son. But I get you. Some people would take back kids and say, I don't want this.
Can I say something controversial?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say most because I feel like I would be stretching it. A lot of people should not have kids. A lot of people are not worthy of being parents.
That's a fact.
And that's a fact. When especially, and I'm just going to say it too, and people will be like, oh, you're trying to get into like eugenics and filter out poor people. That's not the point of this. If I'm poor, what the fuck do I have to offer a child? If I'm barely making it by myself, why would I have kids? And poor people have too many kids.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. I saw a girl on TikTok the other day and she was saying like,
let's pause because I feel like this is a sensitive conversation and I don't usually see it engaged with. I'm still waiting for the should people in poverty have children debate that was supposed to be coming. I don't know if Themis did that yet, but I'm eagerly waiting because I want to see the arguments for and against. But I feel like people tend to say, instead of answering that question, people tend to think about it from a more emotional perspective. I don't necessarily think that's bad. Um, why are you telling poor people not to have children or something like that is usually what I hear. But in all honesty, if you don't have the ability to give your child a good life, not like a perfect life, and you have to have everything in line and perfect before you can have any children ever, but just like not being in poverty before having a child. Um, Having the ability to like consistently feed your child healthy food, consistent shelter, housing, water, clean water. I feel like these are something that you should probably have before having children. I understand people have children and it's not like intentional all the time, and sometimes you just have kids. Some people don't have access to contraceptives, and Roe v. Wade has been overturned as of 1 year, and I think 3 to 4 months ago, maybe, or 6, I don't know. So I understand not everybody has access to means to prevent themselves from having children, and not everybody is thinking like that far ahead when it comes to children in the first place, but maybe we should. That's how I feel. So
the poverty levels are increasing because poor people are having too many kids. Back in the day, you didn't get a wife unless you knew that you could provide for that wife. You had to pay for your wife. Nowadays, people are just having kids and they don't have the means to support them, and it's increasing the poverty population.
There's no, you can't get abortions no more. So
and it's not even about abortions. It's about
it's your fault.
Who?
Women.
Well, whoa. I didn't mean to pause right there, but what a good place to pause. Women can't have abortions anymore, and it's y'all's fault. Let me just pull up. I didn't actually know that. My bad. I didn't actually know that this was a woman. I didn't know. I didn't know. It's all y'all's fault. We have a proud supporter of abortion here on the left. This good sir. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. I absolutely love people who are pro-choice. Everyone should have the choice to do whatever they want with their body. Love it. It's women's fault. How? Is the accountability in the room with us? That's y'all's fault. Well, let him explain how, because maybe I cut it off too quickly.
And it's increasing the poverty population.
There's no, you can't get abortions no more. So
and it's not even about abortions. It's about
it's your fault.
Who?
Women.
Women's fault?
Yeah.
That
you know why?
How?
Tell a man to put a condom on.
Oh, so we gotta.
All right. So if he doesn't put a condom on, it's the woman's fault because she didn't. Okay. Now I don't know if he feels like a child and he needs someone to do everything for him, but I feel like I should be in charge of protecting myself. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Maybe you guys, when you engage in sex, like you guys feel responsible for the other person using contraceptives. I don't. So maybe I'm like, maybe my way of thinking is wrong, but I feel like although I should be concerned with whether or not my partner is using protection, I would hope you guys are concerned with whether or not the person you are having relations with is using protection. Everyone should be concerned, right? Because you want to make sure someone is like, doesn't have disease, for example, and et cetera, et cetera. So I understand that, but I don't feel like it's your responsibility to make sure the other person is being responsible. I feel like it's your responsibility to make sure you're being responsible on your side. And to the extent that you're not, and the person on the other side is also not being responsible on their side, and now there's a resulting pregnancy, I don't feel like that is one side's fault solely. That sounds like a joint thing where two people have accountability to take here. So assuming that both the woman and the man have access to contraceptives, I see this as both people's fault, assuming everything is consensual, right? And both people knew that there would not be any protection used, and people know how babies are created. So I don't understand why he's saying it's women's fault. And I was about to say maybe I just didn't let it play enough and he's going to explain, but I just said that and he kept talking and it made less sense when I let him talk longer. Let me go back and listen one more time so I can see if I misheard, because I don't want to misconstrue what he's saying.
To support them, and it's for that wife. You had to pay for your wife. Nowadays, people are just having kids and they don't have the means to support them, and it's increasing the poverty population.
There's no, you can't get abortions no more. So
it's not even about abortions. It's about
it's your fault.
Who?
Women's fault.
Yeah.
That you know why?
How?
Tell a man to put a condom on.
Oh, so we got to tell a man to put a condom on.
No, I mean you
just said that.
Yes, most y'all control it. Like if I come in the bedroom with you.
Thank you for letting me know I was muted. And I'm over here. Anywho, so I just didn't let it play. And I just keep letting it play and play. And I keep saying, maybe I'm not understanding him. Maybe I'm not understanding him. Maybe if I just let him talk longer, it'll make sense. And it don't. And it makes less sense. So I just feel like she's much more understanding than I am, because I would have been, well, what are you talking about? You are a grown up. You are a human. You have bodily autonomy. No one controls you directly, right? Because we have laws and people we have to be accountable to, obviously. But nobody controls you directly in your ability to put on a condom, unless you're telling me you have a disability that prevents you from moving. So you need someone to actually put it on for you. Because that might exist. That might exist. It probably does exist. There are probably people who have a disability that can prevent them from putting on their own protection, using the bathroom themselves and other things. It probably exists, and those people may have sex and they may need someone to put on the condom for them. But he seems like a very able-bodied adult. He seems to be someone who I feel like has full bodily autonomy and ability to like move his hands. I see him moving around and getting active in that chair. So I don't understand how someone else controls his ability to put on a condom. I don't understand. Maybe I'll understand if I listen more, but I know I'm not about to.
You just
tell a man it's your fault.
Who? Women's fault?
Yeah.
That
you know why?
How?
Tell a man to put a condom on.
Oh, so we got to tell a man to put a condom on.
No, I mean you
just said that.
Yes, most y'all control it. Like if I come in the bedroom with you and I got a condom, like most men ain't gonna reach for that condom. I am, but most women just be like, back in the days, go get a condom. You know, niggas will walk to the store, drive to the store to get some condom because he wants some.
Okay, so let me tell you this.
Let me ask you, am I wrong?
You are wrong, and let me tell you why.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's wrong. I think most men they don't care about pregnancy. They don't care about disease. They don't care about their wife or girlfriend at home. If they can have some raw sex with someone, I think they're going to do it. And I do not think they're going to use a condom without someone treating them as if they're a child who cannot think like a grown-up does to protect themselves and to protect others and to prevent pregnancy and disease. They need someone to talk to them like a child and say, you should use protection. Unfortunately, I agree with him on this point. I don't think men will do it by themselves. because it's no way you could make it to, I don't know how old he is. He looks maybe 59 or 60, 62-ish. I don't know how old he is. I don't know. Maybe late 50s or early 60s. It's no way you can be this grown and say, I never use protection unless a woman forces me to. I have no ability to do it myself. Yes, don't forget stealthing. There are men who say I will put a condom on and then they don't, or they take it off in the middle of sex. But I feel like if you bring something like that up, I feel like he'll say, well, as a woman, you should check periodically to make sure he still has the condom on. And if you don't, it's your fault. I don't know that. I don't know that the man in a conversation with him can ever have accountability. I don't know, because he's saying he can't use a condom unless a woman makes him. He can't take accountability for pregnancy because it's a woman's fault because she let him have sex with him without using protection. I don't know that there can be accountability for men when talking to him. It feels like he's circumventing any type of accountability that men can have in this conversation. Mind you, I'm not saying it's men's fault solely. A pregnancy results from two people sleeping together. That's how I feel about it. I feel like if a woman gets pregnant and everything is consensual and they both decided not to use protection and it resulted in a pregnancy, I feel like both the woman and the man should be sharing accountability. That's what I'm saying. That's what it feels like she's saying. I don't understand why he's saying the woman needs to take full accountability for this, because the only way a pregnancy can result is if a woman lets him. So maybe I can understand by listening more.
To you? For you?
No, you're wrong, period. Women control access to sex, but men control pregnancies. And this is just a fact.
Just wear a condom.
You don't have sex unless the woman wants to, but you don't get pregnant unless the man wants to get pregnant. Because let's just be honest, you don't have a pregnancy unless there is ejaculation into a woman, and men control ejaculation.
Listen,
so there's no pregnancies without the man.
You know what? I was wondering where she was about to go. If that's how these men are going to play this game, absolutely. Men control pregnancy because you control ejaculation. We can't hold women accountable for this at all, because women don't ejaculate. Only you do. Only you can cause pregnancy, men. You need to take 100% accountability for it. That's my new stance. Forget 50-50. I'm sorry. I apologize. I've just grown now in conversation with you all and by listening to her. I no longer feel like both parties are held equally accountable, because I didn't realize women don't control ejaculation. Men do. So men have to be 100% accountable for pregnancy. Now that I say that out loud, it really resonates with me. So I think that's my new position. Let's listen to it again.
Unless the women can.
So
let me tell you this.
Let me ask you, am I wrong?
You are wrong. And let me tell you why.
To you? For you?
No, you're wrong, period. Women control access to sex, but men control pregnancies. And this is just a fact.
Just wear a condom.
You don't have sex unless the woman wants to, but you don't get pregnant unless the man wants to get pregnant. Because let's just be honest, you don't have a pregnancy unless there is ejaculation into a woman, and men control ejaculation.
Listen,
so there's no pregnancies without the man ejaculating. You could pull out, you could wear a condom.
See?
There's a lot of things that men can do, and they choose not to. So men control pregnancies. So if a woman is getting pregnant, and that's why I don't understand why y'all be so surprised when pregnancies happen. You were there, weren't you? You were there, weren't you? You was doing it. You know what you was doing. So why are you surprised now?
You ever been pregnant before?
Have I ever been pregnant before? No.
Answer the question, sir. Have you ever been pregnant before? No. Now, like I was saying, men control pregnancy. Answer that. Why are you? Anyway, that just frustrates me. Like, why are you not speaking to her and conversing with her? She says something that you can't deal with, and then you just move on and ask if she's pregnant or something. That's annoying, but whatever.
Are you telling me pull out?
I know good and well enough to use birth control. I know what birth control is. I learned about it in middle school, like we all did.
So you on birth control?
Am I on birth control now? That's none of your business.
I'm
just saying, I've always known about birth control like everybody else, and everybody has the option to use birth control, and y'all don't. And then y'all be surprised. How did this happen?
Ooh, and he just, hold up. Let's go back real quick. Let's see what his response was to that real quick. because he's done this
Control like
multiple times.
everybody else, and everybody has the option to use birth control, and y'all don't.
Everybody has the option to use birth control, and y'all don't. Let's see what his response is to that.
And then y'all be surprised.
Shoulder shrug. Shoulder shrug. She's saying, yes, I'm a woman. I have access to birth control. You're a man. You have access to birth control. She mentions the pull-out method, which I don't think you should be using, but there is apparently a success rate that you can read about online if you think that you can pull out perfectly every time. You can use your own contraceptives as a man. You can abstain as a man, right? Because you have the ability to say no. You also have the ability to use protection. There is protection and contraceptive available for men, not just women. She says, yes, I, a woman, can control my access to birth control. You, a man, also have access to birth control. His answer is shoulder shrug. That is so annoying. It's so unsatisfying. It's so unsatisfying. And like engage with that. I actually want to know his thoughts around that. What say you to that, sir? We both have access to contraceptives. I'm using mine, you're not using yours. Why do you not think you have any accountability? Or why didn't you do what you just did for men? Why don't you say, oh, women using birth controls is up to the man. He needs to make sure she's using birth control. He needs to tell her to use it. So it's his fault if she gets pregnant. Why didn't he do that? Because he did that when it came to men using birth control. I don't know why he didn't say that for women. So
I've always on
birth control.
Am I on birth control now? That's none of your business.
I'm
just saying, I've always known about birth control like everybody else, and everybody has the option to use birth control, and y'all don't. And then y'all be surprised. How did this happen? Nigga, you was there. I'm sure you know how it happened.
I mean, we both was there, right?
Yeah, but the man controls if the woman.
we both was there, right? Oh, so now you understand two people have accountability. Anyway.
Gets pregnant or not, because he can pull out and he can put on a condom, and y'all don't be doing that.
Oh,
and then you just be hoping and wishing and praying. Y'all contraceptive be a prayer after sex. Yeah. Like that doesn't always work. Y'all be just hoping and wishing and praying. That's y'all method of birth.
Let me go back, because every time he does this, I need to go back and rewatch it.
And the man controls if the woman gets pregnant or not, because he can pull out and he can put on a condom, and y'all don't be doing that. And then
his response to, hey, men can pull out, they can wear a condom, and they don't do that. Let's make it through the rest of this.
Then you just be hoping and wishing and praying. Y'all contraceptive be a prayer after sex. Yeah. Like that doesn't always work. Y'all be just hoping and wishing and praying. That's y'all method of birth control.
Nah.
And then be shocked. Like, how are you shocked, sir? I can see you being like, dang, like, but being shocked, come on. Come on.
Nah, I mean, it's just your preference, man. Your woman, it's just battle of men and women could go on all every day, man.
There is no battle between men and women. This woman is saying, hey, we both have accountability, and you're saying, no, we don't. And now you're like, it's a war. What war? It sounds like one side is like, we both need to be accountable, and you're like, no, I blame it on you. That's not a war. That is not a war. One side is attacking, and the other side is trying to be amicable.
It just goes on.
And most of the time, it's always, not in my opinion, I'm going to stop saying in my opinion, this is just facts. Men control a lot in relationships. So when things go wrong, it'd be the man's fault.
No, it'd be the woman. It'd be the one. Yo, listen, men are put here to provide, right?
And to lead.
And women are put here to please. So
I'm not about to, sorry, I won't say much, but I'm not about to let somebody sit up here and say men protect, provide, men leader, men. I'm not about to let somebody lead me and they can't put a condom on without somebody telling them to. You're not a leader. You're a follower. You're a follower of women. Not even a follower. You're a follower of women. You cannot put on a condom without a woman telling you to. And now you about to, men are put on this earth to provide and to protect and to lead. Lead us in circles.
So please me. Yeah, to provide, right?
And to lead.
And women are put here to please. So please me.
Oh,
Stop doing too much. I just need you to please me.
BK.
Bring a girl in sometime. Please me.
You know what?
Please me. What?
Do you want to get married?
Yeah.
Sorry, let me pause and go through my comments. He's losing her. I know. I don't think he had her at any point.
Please
Oh.
stop provide, right? No, it'd be the woman. It'd be yo, listen. Men are put here to provide, right?
And to lead.
And women are put here to please. So please me.
Oh,
Stop doing too much. I just need you to please me.
BK.
Bring a girl in sometime. Please me.
You know what?
Please me. What?
Do you want to get married?
Yeah.
Then why you acting like this?
I don't act. I agree.
This don't feel like slavery to y'all. You give me and give me and give me and please me, and I take from you and I take from you. Anything bad that ever happens, it's your fault, not mine. Please me, please me. I don't think we looked at it in this video. We did look at it in the last live stream we did, but he's like, what did he say? He said something. He was like, it was something he said that seemed like the problem with women is they open their mouth too much. Please take that with a grain of salt because I can't remember exactly what he said, so I don't want to misconstrue what he was saying. But the vibe that I got, this was earlier in the conversation, was these women talk too much, and they should focus more on making me happy. I came in here at the wrong moment. This whole video was the wrong moment. Bring a girl in something. Thank you. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I heard that. And look, however you want to structure your relationship, if you want to be the man who provides, protects, and leads, but you can't even lead yourself to put on some protection, but you want somebody to follow you, even though you can't control your own body and who you have sex with. Apparently a woman controls that. Apparently a woman controls your ability to put on protection, but you're a leader. If that's how you want to structure your relationship and you want a girl to slave away for you, awesome. I'm just happy that you're saying it out loud and that women are here to listen to you and that they can make a decision about whether or not to be with you. I actually do wish more men would just say out loud, anything that goes wrong in the relationship, I'm going to blame you. Your existence is in this relationship is to please me and to follow my lead, me who can't lead myself to a condom. That's what this relationship is. And also you're going to bring some other women in, because what I'm trying to figure out is how does this type of relationship benefit the woman? He's upset earlier that she doesn't want to have children, even though I don't remember what he said about his kids. Oh, he was saying something like he didn't even want kids. He didn't even want to be involved with his kids, but thank God his wife had his kids, because he was like, I don't know, a legacy or something. My phone vibrating. Okay, my friend is watching. She said this is ghetto. It is ghetto. It is ghetto. The whole thing is ghetto. Let me look up ghetto to make sure we're using that word correctly. I don't think we're using the word ghetto correctly, but it's still ghetto. Ghetto invokes what I think. Oh, there it is. A low-class manner of misbehaving. Yeah, this is ghetto. This does feel very low class. Very low class. Him specifically. I think she's great. A woman, yeah, not his wife. Excuse me, not his wife. The woman he didn't want to be with and didn't want to have kids with, but thank God she had his kids anyway because he changed his mind after or something. That's what you're getting. And also, you can bring a woman in to please me every once in a while. He's not concerned with the woman's benefit. Like I'm trying to understand what benefit does a woman get in this relationship. From the first half of her live stream, this podcast with him, it sounds like he's not going to be satisfied with one woman. He said he's never going to be satisfied with one woman. He said that's how all men are. I don't like people who speak like that. I feel like you're telling on yourself. Not all men. Maybe you can generalize, but not all men. He says even with old age, he's not going to stop sleeping around, but he slows down. You get to sire his children and take care of them. And you get to provide him sex and please him and bring in another woman to please him sometimes. I'm trying to figure out at which point at all during this entire live stream has he said something that's beneficial to the woman in the relationship with him. I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, you get in a relationship, you get a woman who you say should be having sex with you whenever, have your children, take care of you, and follow your every command since you're the man and the leader. And she gets what? Allergies and autoimmune. Okay. Is that what they're giving? Okay.
Hey, what are
Why
you
you acting
talking
like this,
about?
man?
Why are you acting like this? You want to get married? I don't have kids. What? I act like that. Women are
Yes,
here.
you are. Why you
Women
acting
are
like
put
that?
here to please.
No, I don't think so. I think a lot of people will get mad at you saying that.
Women, hold up. So women weren't put here to please, to be a helpmate and please us, to make us feel good.
Not to
be
please
peace.
you. Women,
Yes,
women are the
submissive.
support. They're the support and the nurturing, but they're not here to please
Women
nobody.
don't want to nurture no more. Y'all want to nurture.
Yeah,
Unless it comes to
men,
money.
a lot of men don't provide.
Unless it comes with some money.
I know you got to provide to have a nurturer. You can't, so one has to
What?
accommodate the
How about
other.
you nurture and make him go
Nah,
out to provide?
nobody nurturing for free.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whenever it goes into a gender roles conversation, I'm always disgusted. Not that I hate people who do gender roles in their relationship. I think you should structure your relationship however you want to, but it feels like I don't understand how you're like, women are put here to serve, women are put here to please, women are put here to follow my every command. And she's like, oh, okay, well, men are put here to provide. And now he's like, what? Why can't you just please him even though he doesn't provide? I don't understand why one person has to play their role and you don't. I don't understand. Like I as a concept, I don't like the idea that people are reduced to their gender as far as what they get to do in a relationship. Y'all know how I feel. I believe women should be out here getting their degrees and getting fulfilling careers. I don't think that's masculine and something that only men should do. And I believe men should be washing dishes and cooking and cleaning and taking care of their child. I don't think your gender stops you from doing either of those two things. Hopefully you're doing both in your relationship. I just feel like if you do want to structure yourself like that, and she's like, okay, I'll play my role. I need you to play your role and provide. Why is he now trying to step outside the role? Oh, well, why do I have to provide? Maybe if you do your role first, then I'll gain the ability to provide. Is that what he just said? Let me replay that. Let me make sure I heard it right.
Unless it comes with some money.
A lot of men don't provide.
Unless it comes with some money.
I know you got to provide to have a nurturer. You can't, so one has to accommodate the
How
other.
about you nurture and make him go out to provide?
Nobody nurturing for free.
Wow.
Let's just be real.
Did he say, how about you nurture? Maybe God will provide? What? Hold up.
So one has to accommodate
How about you nurture?
No, I need to slow this down, y'all. I'm sorry. I actually need to slow it down.
Make him go out to provide.
Nobody nurturing for free.
Make him go out to provide.
Nobody.
I don't even know what he said. I mean, it's unintelligible. Intelligible. Hold up. I need to know what word I need to use right now. Okay, that was the correct word. Unintelligible. Impossible to understand. Impossible to understand. What are you even saying?
about you nurture, make him
Nah.
brother provide?
Nobody nurturing.
Even the closed captions don't know. I tried to cheat. Closed caption said, make him nurture her what? I'm not gonna pick on somebody's ability to speak because I have a lisp myself. So
For free.
Wow.
Let's just be
let me
real.
one more time.
Make him
Nah,
brother provide.
Nobody nurturing for free.
How about
Together.
you nurture, make him
Nah,
brother provide?
Nobody nurturing
Okay,
for free.
make him
Wow.
broad
Let's
the
just be-
provider. Nurture him, make him broad the provider. Got it. I think what he's saying is he can't provide, so you do your role and then he'll do his role eventually. That sounds stupid to me. That sounds like a setup. That sounds like bread. Have you ever heard of breadcrumbing? It's not even breadcrumbing, because breadcrumbing is when somebody gives you a little bit, just a little bit to keep you invested. You're like, this relationship sucks, and they give you like a $5 necklace from Kohl's or Macy's or Walmart, and you're like, oh, okay, well, they gave me something, that's so nice. So you stay in the relationship, and they don't do anything else. Like, the whole relationship is terrible, and as you get to that point of I'm about to leave this, they just give you an eensy teensy tiny little bit so that you don't leave the relationship. But this ain't even breadcrumbing. It's not even, I'm going to give you a little bit of providing, and then once I get my stuff together, I'm going to get it to you. It's like, you give me everything, I give you nothing, and one day I will. That sounds like a setup.
So one has to accommodate.
How about you nurture, make him brother provide?
Nobody nurturing for free.
Wow.
Let's just be real.
That's a shame.
It's not. That's how the world works.
A lot of women have.
That's a shame. Okay, sir, go out there and provide for free. Go out there and provide. Go and pay 5 women's bills and don't ask them for anything in return. And if you don't, that's a shame. That's a shame. What do you mean you don't want to play your role and get nothing in return? That's a shame. I'm not about to let people play in my face. One thing men are going to talk about online is that they gave some money for a date and they didn't get anything in return. They hate that. They hate that. I can go to any man's channel who talks about dating, and I paid for the date and we didn't have sex after, or she want me to pay her light bill and I don't get anything in return. So they understand the concept of I'm playing my role and I get nothing in return, and that sucks. But now that she's saying, oh, why would I play my role and get nothing in return? All of a sudden, wow, that's so sad. You won't nurture for free?
Nobody nurturing for free.
Wow.
Let's just be real.
That's a shame.
It's not. That's how the world works.
A lot of women
like
have.
I was saying,
a lot
back
of women
then
have
you couldn't even get a wife if you didn't.
A lot of women
have
have
money.
prostitution mindsets.
What's prostitution? Exchanging sex for money?
Yes.
So women have.
What I hope he's not about to say is, because you want your work to be compensated for, that's prostitution. I hope what he's not about to say is things we consider nurturing, cooking, cleaning, that you want to be paid for your work, that's prostitution. Because people go to McDonald's and work as fry cooks. People go to the hospital and work as janitors. Don't know him, never heard of him. In the fact that they do stuff that we think of as nurturing and they want to be compensated for that financially is not prostitution. I would call it a fair wage. I don't even know if it's a fair wage. I would just call it a wage. I would call it compensation for your work. So I don't know if he distinguishes between like working as a cook or a cleaner or a maid or something. I don't know if he considers stuff like that prostitution because people want money in return for quote unquote nurturing. I don't know. So let's find out.
Men always did that.
I mean, it's crazy.
Women haven't always did that.
Yeah, the woman that was sex workers that was on the corner did that.
Women have
but
always
now
done that.
the regular
women have always done that.
The regular woman,
y'all just be mad when women are blunt about it.
No, it's okay. I'd rather pay for sex because free sex costs more.
No, it's not okay because you just tried to shame her and say she's a prostitute 3 seconds ago. We didn't forget. We were all here. Maybe he's not here because apparently during sex he's not there. The woman have sex with herself and get pregnant, according to him earlier. So maybe he's not here in this conversation with us, and that's why he doesn't understand that he just said something different 3 seconds ago, and now he's contradicting it. Maybe he's not here with us. So I'll try to be more understanding moving forward and pause less. We just have 7 more minutes to get through, y'all.
Because no problem. Give me some. Go home. See you later. Peace.
I'm not arguing with that either. I tell a lot of men that they should pay for sex more often. If that's all you want, there are so many sex workers, but men be like, I'm not paying for it. You're going to pay for it either way.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know. Well,
you're going to pay more for free sex.
Ain't nothing free.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You're going to pay more for free sex. So if you give that little $300-$500 and they leave, that's going to save you a lot of money in the long run.
I don't know why more men.
Weren't you just crying that women won't nurture for free or something? I'm confused because it sounded like, again, 15 seconds ago in this same conversation, he was crying at the idea that he has to pay women in a relationship to nurture. It sounds like that was something he values a lot. But now, 15 seconds later, he's saying, oh, that stuff is like stupid. I would rather just pay someone and then they leave after. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing a contradiction in my head and I just made it all up. So that's possible.
You ain't gotta hang out. You don't gotta go meet the mother.
That's what I be saying. Y'all don't be wanting relationships, but you want sex. But there's a lot of sex workers that are underutilized.
But y'all want relationships. What about the woman? Like I have a woman that I think is like crazy. Like she stalks me. Like, you know what I mean? Like
that's a crazy statement, by the way. Y'all are the ones who want relationships. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's like a quick passing statement, but that is crazy. Oh, y'all are the ones who are like, I like your personality. I like you as a human. You know, us men, you're a hole that I can use. And also you can birth my babies. And maybe cook and clean for me. Like, it feels like when you say it's y'all women who want relationships, it makes me feel like the women see you as an autonomous human being and they want to be with you holistically as a human. But you don't want that. So I'm like, what do you want? And what he's described is like sex. And also the woman who he didn't want to have kids with and he didn't want kids at all, having his kids anyway. He said he liked that too. So sex and birthing my babies. So that just feels disgusting to me.
Like, and she's a narcissist.
Can we stop using that word in 2023?
No, she is.
I mean,
no, because
we overuse the word narcissist.
Hold up, I couldn't have heard that right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she's a narcissist.
Hold up.
Can we?
His
about the woman? Like, I have a woman
but there's a lot of sex workers that are underutilized.
But y'all want relationships. What about the woman? Like, I have a woman that I think is like crazy. Like, she stalks me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she's a narcissist.
She stalks me. Let me find out. This is the woman who he was like, I don't want kids with her. I don't want a relationship with her. But thank God she had my kids. And she reaching out like, you didn't pay your child support this month. Let me find out this is what the stalking is. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I don't know anything about this man and his relationship with that woman and his kids outside of what he said on here. But let me find out this woman is a narcissist and stalking you because she asking where's the child support you ain't paid. Let me find out. What does he talk about? He in his own world. He is in his own world. He can't be in this conversation with her. He can't be. I have to believe he's somewhere else.
Can we stop using that word in 2023?
No, she is.
I mean.
No, because she
overuse the word narcissist.
She tried to make it seem like I'm wrong when she's, you know, like when she's the wrong person.
Okay.
But you know, like I said, man.
One thing I never trusted that
she's trying to make it seem like I'm wrong when she's the wrong person. Explain to us what's going on in that relationship. I'm very curious, and I'm not lying. I'm not joking. I'm not being facetious at all. I'm not being disingenuous. I'm genuinely curious. I want to know what he's talking about when he says she's a narcissist and she's always wrong, but she's trying to make it seem like I'm wrong. What is she always wrong about, and what are you always right about? I need to know that. I'm really curious.
Comes out of a male mouth ever is when he said that his ex is crazy. I never trust that.
I never said I never said it was my ex.
Okay.
See?
Well,
See,
a girl, an ex.
What?
Period.
No.
I never
Why?
trust it. I never trust it.
Why? So I could trust you saying something about an ex?
No, because for me, I never talk bad about my exes. When a guy talks bad about his ex, I'm like,
I'm not talking bad about my ex. My ex, actually, we're friends.
Mm.
Like, none of my exes, I'm cool with them. Like, girls don't want me to be cool with them because, you know what I mean? But I'm cool. I don't want to touch them no more. They like sisters.
When a guy says his ex is crazy, I know that.
No, it's some girls crazy though.
There's some people that are crazy.
Yeah,
period.
but it's some girls that are like.
But a guy's favorite line is, "Oh, my ex was crazy."
Oh,
I never that's
said.
overused now.
No, some girls.
I'm not going.
Some girls you haven't touched is crazy, but you know.
Let me. She crazy because I got her pregnant and she said it's both of our faults when it's clearly hers. So she's obviously crazy. I feel like that's what he's talking about.
You know what I mean, but you can see it. I see it.
You see it a mile away.
Yeah, I go the other way.
Okay.
You know, I'm real
Sure
quiet.
you do.
I'm real quiet, man.
You are.
I'm not real quiet, laid back. You know, I just like to have fun, man. Scorpio on me.
Scorpio season just
yeah,
started.
We here.
My birthday's tomorrow.
If she's a narcissistic stalker, how is she always wrong but thinks you're always wrong? Why are you talking to her? Yeah, like I have some friends and they have some stalker exes actually who they have to block consistently on different social media because they make accounts over and over again. It's not something where they're like, oh, we're good friends, actually. I'm not saying he's lying, but it's not adding up to me. It's not adding up to me.
Tomorrow.
Your birthday's tomorrow?
My birthday tomorrow. I kick off Scorpio season.
My birthday November 12th.
Okay.
I'm a real Scorpio.
I think October.
You more Drake. I'm more Future.
I'm really fucking dead. Not Drake.
You more Drake. You more sensitive.
Okay.
I'm more Future.
Okay. No, I can see that dog in them. I can see that in you. I'm gonna put here, please. Oh gosh, they're gonna eat you up.
Why?
They're gonna eat you up. I'll make a clip out of that.
They're gonna love me.
No, okay, we're gonna see.
I mean, I've been going through this my whole career on Love and Hip Hop, so you know they think I'm a cheater anyway. So at the end of the day, I'm just a guy.
Wait, who are you dating on Love and Hip Hop?
My ex was Ciara.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
They said you was a cheater.
Yeah. I mean, but they never see me with another girl.
Was you?
I just told you, ma'am. When I got engaged, I woke up one day and I wasn't the same before I got engaged, and that's what made me get engaged. I didn't cheat.
Okay, good for you.
I mean, I've learned so much where I don't have to cheat. I just did a lot of, I've been around the world, so like, did a lot of things, but I know how to control myself. It's not that serious no more. I'm not.
It's not.
I don't believe him. You're not about to sit here and argue with this woman for 45 minutes about why it's a woman's fault if you don't wear a condom and then tell me I didn't cheat because I have discipline. You're not about to. No, you're not about to do that. You're not about to do that. And you took too long to answer. She said, did you cheat? No. All right. So you lying. I don't actually know if he cheated or not. He did say he cheated, but he stopped, I think. He stopped cheating. I don't know if y'all believe people will cheat on every partner and then get with the right one and not cheat with her. But I feel like habits are hard to quit. And someone who consistently cheats throughout their life probably will continue to.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get money than get some pussy.
Oh, definitely. Cheating doesn't count until you're married anyway, so you're good.
Oh, okay. That's how you think about it?
Yeah.
So if me and you was boyfriend and girlfriend, I was cheating on you.
Who's boyfriend and girlfriend? Are we 10?
Listen, if we was in a relationship,
okay,
and I cheat and I had another chick, you wouldn't care?
We would just stop seeing each other.
No, you just said it's not cheating until you're married.
Yeah, it's not cheating until you're married, but you can lie, and I'm gonna break up with you for lying.
Why would you break up? When we break it up? Why are we breaking up a relationship? Because
we're just not gonna see each other anymore. If you want to date somebody else and get somebody, you said get somebody else pregnant or whatever.
I never said. What are you?
I don't know why I thought you said get somebody else pregnant.
You are wild.
No, I mean, period. If we're dating, right, and then you decide, oh yeah, I mean, I want to date somebody else. That's totally up to you.
But what if
But if you tell me, oh, I'm only seeing you, but then you lie.
See, I don't say that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of guys do.
I don't say that. I just want to be friends.
You just want to be friends.
I just want to have
that's the way to go, though.
I just want to have beautiful relationships with my friends.
Listen, that's
and have luxury sex in bathrooms.
Okay, we gonna end on that note because I can't say no.
Well, let me turn the closed caption line. Maybe I heard it wrong. Hold up.
One more thing.
And have luxury.
You just want to be friends.
I just want to have
that's the way to go, though.
I just want to have beautiful relationships with my friends.
Listen, that's
and have luxury sex in bathrooms.
Okay. We gonna end on that note because I can't say no.
The caption said, he said, I want to have beautiful relationships with my friends and sex in bathrooms. And she was like, all right, anyway. Good night, everybody.
One more thing coming out your mouth. BK, thank you for coming on the pod.
Yeah, man. And don't stop
One
talking
thing
about what's the name of the
Who? What are you talking about?
Why would you have a whole thing and go against the people? Smoke City do nothing wrong to you.
What are you talking about? I never talked bad about them.
Yes, you did.
I said it was ghetto, but that's not
yeah,
untrue.
Yeah, that's cool. But no, I love what you're doing. I'm proud of you. Keep going.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best.
Thank you. Thank you guys for watching another.
Before you go, I gotta promote on my network. You know, I forgot about my network, City Girls of Atlanta. My new network, Lax. You know, I got a City Girls of Atlanta on reality.
She was trying to get him out of there before that promo. He's like, oh, we almost forgot to plug me. Oh, she over there like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Reality show. We on season 2.
City Girls of Atlanta.
Yeah. You can tune into the Lax Network and watch it.
Okay.
I got my own network.
Where's the Lax Network? You gotta it's the site.
Yeah, it's like Zeus. I like Zeus. Like we got my own Zeus. So we got
no, not my own Zeus.
City Girls of Atlanta. We got Atlanta Love coming. I got so many shows. I got a show called BK Polygamy Palace with BK.
That sounds right up your alley.
You should come and be a judge.
Polygamy Pals with BK. Married his wife to stop himself from cheating on her so much. Got it.
I would do that.
Yeah, you should come on and be a judge. That'd be dope.
Oh, they gonna hate me.
yeah. You should come on and be a judge. But
okay, we're gonna check that out. City Girls of Atlanta. When that be coming on?
It's come on every Sundays, but we on the second season. Actually, October 29th is the season audition for the season 2.
Okay.
We're going to Orlando. We filming for 5 days in this big house, so it's crazy.
Nice. Okay. Y'all check that out.
I appreciate you.
Be a part of the house. The City Girl.
All right, y'all check that out. I wanted him to, I wanted to make sure you guys saw in case you wanted to go over to Lax. Someone said Laxidus, Lax Network, and check out his new show on polygamy. It's good that these people are tackling the important issues in the Black community, such as is it really the man's responsibility to protect himself during sex? Thank you, sir, for that.
Girl house?
Oh, you want to be a part of Polygamy Palace with BK? I'm looking for 2.
Oh, okay. Thank you guys for watching. One thing about it. I'll see you later. Bye.
Let's see what's going on in these comments. Oh, the comments are talking about the first half of the video too. I forgot that. The fact that he saw the 13-year-old more in the wrong than the 20-year-old really shows how men rarely hold each other accountable. So many times in this, he was like, but, and then backpedaled when she gave specifics and was like, that's gross. His whole thought process is dangerous and completely perpetuated by society. Yes, I do want to note, I know we've been kind of just reacting to this and not being very rigorous in any type of analysis of it. But this does feel dangerous if this is genuinely what men believe, and this is what men discuss amongst themselves. The idea that any and all wrong that ever happens, we can push the accountability and blame women, and we never take any ourselves. This is dangerous. It's really dangerous when she talks about the fact that Roe v. Wade, he brings up the fact that Roe v. Wade was overturned, and then immediately after blames women for blames women. I don't understand how you can do this. This doesn't feel like, is he unaware of who voted on overturning Roe v. Wade? Is he unaware of the idea that 2 people during sex exist and it's not just one person having sex with herself? Like there are 2 people making decisions. Does he not understand that men, right, over the age of 18 are adults and capable of making their own autonomous decisions, and you can't blame your own autonomous decisions on a woman because she let you, right? I think Steve Harvey said something like that. Oh, men will only get away with what you let them do. And I'll bring up the park car analogy. The idea that you park your car in a grocery store parking lot or something, and you leave your car doors unlocked while you go inside to grocery shop, and you come back out and everything in your car is stolen. The idea that someone came and stole from your car and it's your fault because the car door was unlocked, I don't feel like that would hold up in any court, thankfully, for good reason. Because I would walk by someone's car and I wouldn't even know it's open because I'm not trying to steal from someone. Does that make sense? My morality isn't determined by another person's vulnerability. Like the fact that some women are in relationships with men who abuse them and they don't go to the police and they don't like go to family member or say anything about it. The idea that those women exist doesn't mean that it's their fault because they didn't do something to stop the man from doing what he's doing, right? The man has, in my mind, full accountability for what he's doing. Yes, victim blaming. I think that's the actual term for it. If there is an actual term for it, I think it's victim blaming. So yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I will post a link in case you guys wanted to come up and talk. We are ahead of schedule, which means you guys get to come up and engage in the niggatry too. And y'all were in these comments. Talking to the point where I couldn't put some of your comments on the screen. I couldn't put some of them on the screen. So I'm going to play my intermission as I wait for some of you to come up. If you'd like to come up, final thoughts, and then we can get some memes in here, and then we can all go to sleep and get ready for our jobs tomorrow. And I'll get ready to be unemployed tomorrow again. Yeah.
You really want to catch fucking 350 pounds of dude on your ass?
Of course.
Sounds like a good time.
That's a good time to me. He hop on my meeting, he start riding me. I said, Daddy, don't stop it. Look how he drop it. Just like a pilot, I'm all in his cockpit. I lick the cock tip, I let the cock drip.
I can't speak because I got company. Well, I hope you had me not on speaker. Can you play the intermission but not show the comments? What do we say? You can play the intermission but not show the comments. Y'all were just talking. Y'all were saying a lot about his hair. I don't know if that's a hair piece. I don't know. Y'all were saying things about
Are we breaking up
speech, his ability to speak proficiently. Y'all were just saying some stuff. Why are y'all pretending? Oh yeah, welcome all the new people to the Ghetto Outro. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like because it helps out with the algorithm. So I reached out to Amani because if I start binge watching someone, I need to ask questions. Like I have questions for her. Like, how do you sit across and just not, how do you not yell or like blow it? Like, how do you maintain composure? What is it that made you start doing this? Why do you think these people come up to you and they're like, pregnancy is the most beautiful thing, but then later in the same conversation, they're like, why would I be dating somebody with kids? I don't understand. I need to understand. So I reached out to her. I'll put her channel on the screen again so you guys can go and like the video, the original video. The link will be in the description again. A link to her channel will be in the description if you guys want to subscribe to her. I am, and the bell icon is clicked. So I would recommend her. I haven't seen anything yet that is coming out. I haven't seen anything that has made me be like, oh no, I have the ick. But I reached out to her to see if she would be interested in an interview. She said she would be down and asked for a date during the weekdays. And I asked y'all in the Discord, and y'all said Thursday. And Thursday is Thanksgiving. So I don't know if y'all just are like me and your entire family died in a house fire, so you're spending Thanksgiving alone, or if y'all are just like, oh, it's going to be at 8 p.m. So I'm trying to get a gauge for like, are we good with Thanksgiving? I also said Tuesday was an option because I actually have a lot of questions about, I have a lot of questions. Yeah, because I'm binge watching. I am binge watching, y'all. Her shorts coming up in my feed. I think she's about to blow up, actually, because I'm not about to sit here and watch just one video. I'm about to go watch them all. So, yeah, that's all. But we're waiting to confirm a date. But I think that would be nice to have a quick interview. Just chill and talk. Or maybe we'll check on our friend Bourbon Bougie for Thanksgiving and see how she's doing as I pull this up on the screen, because I think this is very important. I think this is very, very, very important. Where is it? I read something on, y'all have heard of Reddit, right? Y'all have heard of Reddit, right? Have you heard of her? Good. I read something on Reddit today. Unfortunately, I was supposed to use Reddit as like, oh, I'll go there sometimes and I'll get cool stories for us to look at. But they got me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, they got me. And I read something today that was, what's the word? It was interesting to say the least. I'll put it on the screen now so we can all look at it together. Because look here, let me just read it. So it's on a Reddit called DoorDash Drivers, where DoorDash drivers go to congregate and such. And it says, what age and race are the worst tippers in your area? I moved here a long time ago from Europe. Tipping isn't standard there. So when I got here, I'll admit I was really bad at it over the years. I recently started doing DoorDash for extra money. And where I am, anyone between 18 to 39, Black female, not only will you get no tip, but she'll probably get a 1-star rating no matter what. Two is this everywhere? No matter what, two. Is this everywhere or is it just my area? Now, I feel like if you want to say you don't like Black women, you can just say that. I don't know why you are out here talking about age. Just say what race is the worst tippers. I don't like Black women. I feel like just say it. Am I tripping? Because I feel like just say it. Say it. Say it out loud. Just say it. Say it. Let's see. Black and white people in the ghetto apartments, white people in trailer parks, white people in upper class neighborhoods. I want to say Indians and South Asians too, but I rarely get order for them. I want to go to the specific part. It's hard for me to care about Reddit because it seems like people just making stuff up. Oh, I've seen that too. They make up stuff like that man in the video we just watched. I'm looking for a specific comment I saw though. Is this it? This is not the comment I was looking for. Someone was saying this was racist, and somebody else said this is not racist actually because, and I want to look at their because. Okay, so this person said, it's disgusting that this post is still up. Don't be encouraging people's racist stereotypes and beliefs. I don't believe for a second that that's not what you were trying to do here. If DoorDash paid us fair wages, we wouldn't have to be at each other's throats over a few dollars in tips. Also, no one is forcing you to take low-paying orders. There's a decline button for a reason. Now, I want to focus on the first part. She said, this is disgusting. Don't encourage people's racist stereotypes and beliefs. I think she said that because there was a certain theme in the comments. I don't see them now, so maybe it's changed since I looked at it, or maybe they've been downvoted or whatever. But some people had a lot to say about Black people tipping. That seemed really, really stereotypical. And she's like, you shouldn't encourage that. Somebody down here said, anyone who has worked for tips, anyone that has worked for tips knows certain groups tip better than others. It's not racist, it's facts. Unfortunately, if you work in service too long, I think it's hard not to become a little jaded with certain groups. There was one more. I wanted to read one more because somebody said it's not racist because all it is just us working in this industry saying that this race of people are bad to work with. And I don't know how you guys feel, so I'm here to gauge like my political compass or whatever to see if I'm feeling this way valid. Is it valid, or am I like reaching? Because I feel like if you're saying this is not racist, this is not racist because it's just me and other people who work in this field speaking amongst each other saying these people are bad to work with. Now, obviously, I don't think you're overtly saying I hate Black people and Black people are bad or something like that. That would be overt racism. But I feel like the idea of like, imagine realtors or real estate agents or someone who work in housing and they say Black people are terrible to work with, and you like leasing to them is always the most difficult thing, and it sucks and it's hard, and it's labor intensive because they like suck at it. I feel like even though you're not overtly saying something like I hate Black people, that you're in a field discussing with other people in this field negative stereotypes about Black people, I feel like will make not only you but everyone you work with less willing to work with Black people. And I feel like that might sort of shove Black people out of certain spaces, if that makes sense. I use housing because redlining was a very overt thing, and not renting to Black people was a very overt thing historically. And even though I don't think that's legal today, tipping, for example, is one that I've seen a lot where people are like, I don't like waitressing for Black people because they don't tip. So I feel like in my mind, this might create discrimination against Black people unintentionally. I definitely think some of this is intentional, absolutely, but also unintentional because you're spreading a stereotype. I am aware of the Keith Lee situation where he went to Atlanta to Milk and Honey, and he's like, this was terrible. I had to wait 3 hours for my food. And the only reason they were even going to give us any food is because I came in and they saw I was Keith Lee, the celebrity. But if I was an average person, this is like a terrible experience. Keith Lee went and did that. Valid, in my opinion. You should absolutely be dragged if the only way I can get good service is if I'm Rick Ross or somebody. But if I'm someone who comes in here every day, I experience something terrible, I absolutely think that should be blown up. Absolutely agree with that point. You call me the health inspector, I'm gonna come in on a random day. You don't get to prepare. What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Okay, pause, aside, because I used to work for a chicken restaurant. I won't say their name because I don't want to be sued. In the way that this restaurant was absolutely disgusting to the point where I stopped eating there forever because working in the back, I'm like, I don't want any of this. I don't want any of this. I could never come in to any restaurant in this chain and eat their food knowing what's going on in the back. Like, there are bugs, there are animals, there are not proper hygiene protocols. People are, anyway, Don't worry about all that. The point is, it was disgusting. We get a notice that a health inspector is coming. Not because, I don't think it's because we did anything wrong. Maybe it was. I think someone just comes like annually to check out your restaurant and make sure that everything's okay, right? And that you're up to code and health codes and hygiene codes and all that. They let us know in advance. The way my boss had us shoving all of this, shoving all of our mess in a different room and cleaning up and pretending like it ain't no bugs in here and spraying, like stuff that you should do year round. Hopefully we did for one day. So when the health inspector came in, we had the appearance of being a very hygienic and clean restaurant, when I know from working there every day that we're not. So that's why I agree with what Keith Lee does, because he's like, I'm going to show up to a restaurant and I'm just like any of you. I don't want special treatment. I want to see what's going on 24/7, 365 days a year. I don't want to see some manicured thing, because obviously he has a big platform and he's recommending this to a bunch of people. So I say all that to say I agree with Keith Lee and what he said about Milk and Honey. And if their service is bad, their service is bad, and I'm not about to pretend like it is. But then we looked at I saw what I feel like was a overwhelming critique, not just about Atlanta food, but about Black people's restaurants specifically. And again, I'm not about to sit here and say you should go out here and pretend like people who are giving you bad service are not giving you bad service. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like people tend to pretend like white people, Asian people, Hispanic, Alaskan's not a race, is it? No, I don't think so. Asian, like all these other different races, I think also do terrible things. If I'm thinking about my own experience going in restaurants that are run by different ethnicities and races of people, I can't think of one race or ethnicity in particular that I think is like does extremely well as far as customer service. Like I have been in Asian restaurants, they've rushed me to order something. They are like, get my order wrong, and then they make it feel like it's my fault. But I don't see myself saying this is the problem with all Asian restaurants. All y'all do is be rude and y'all expect me to give y'all my money. So I don't understand why Black people get that critique. Now, to be fair, I don't know if Black people's restaurants generally are just worse and have bad service generally. I don't even know how I would quantify something like that unless I went and saw Google reviews or something and took on average what people were saying about each restaurant. I just think it's weird for people to hyperfixate on one race specifically, when I feel like all races of people tend to do similar things. But people just tend to not look at it when other races do it. I don't know why. So when we have someone who makes a post on Reddit and they say, hey, I don't know, random thought, guys, what race do you think tips the worst? I think it's Black people. Specifically, he says Black women, 18 to 39. But it feels like he just wanted to say Black people, and specifically Black women don't tip, which I don't know if that's true or not statistically. But I don't like that. I don't like people who fixate on one race specifically. So y'all can let me know if I'm crazy or not. Y'all can let me know if I'm crazy. No, I don't have contacts, but I do have glasses. I do have glasses. Okay, y'all think I'm BSing. Y'all think I am BSing. Y'all said, no, we are not with you on this one. Y'all said these rowdy Black people don't tip. He's right. It's okay. You guys can be honest with me. It's okay. Since we're on the topic of Reddit, in some more positive news, we can end on this and then our memes. We can end on this and then our memes. In some more positive news, the FCC moves to help domestic violence victims with new rules around cell phones. The FCC will meet to review the final rules related to the Safe Connections Act of 2022 that will require telecommunications companies to adopt 3 programs for victims of domestic violence and other similar crimes. Removal from family billing plans within 2 business days upon request, low-cost emergency phone replacements for domestic violence victims, cloaking of call and text logs to domestic violence hotline and shelters. Now, I thought this was amazing just reading it up front. But what made it even more amazing for me was I looked at some of the comments. This is a Reddit called 2X Chromosomes. I think it's just somewhere where women go to talk about women stuff generally. But literally the first comment I read gave me a new perspective on this that I wasn't thinking about. It says, having worked with domestic violence victims, this is a huge move and a step in the right direction. And the comment made about how it can make them feel more self-sufficient is something most victims have never been able to do. I'll never forget a woman being so happy I was able to help her get makeup and hair products that she told me she hasn't been able to put on makeup on or really fix her hair in years. To someone who does this daily, it broke my heart. It's about time is all I have to say. So obviously she was just talking about hair and makeup, but like another comment says this could be huge for fleeing victims. Mind you that they're saying cloaking of call and text logs to domestic violence hotlines and shelters. Like this can literally protect abuse victims from a I don't know, abusive. Why is that beeping? I don't know why this is beeping. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of these before. It's not a vibrator. So that's not what it is. I'm sick of those accusations. That's not what it is. It is not a bullet nor a rabbit. So don't do that. But yes, this could be huge. This could be absolutely huge. The idea, I didn't even know this was a thing. The idea that you could be texting a DV shelter or the police or someone and your partner who is abusing you can see that because they're like on your same phone plan or something like that is ludicrous to me. It's ludicrous. Like I thought something like this where you can hide something like that would have already existed. So I'm happy to hear the news. I'm happy to hear the news. So I think it's good to end on positive stuff because whoever she was doing that podcast with, I was not feeling that. Love that he has 2 Tubi shows and is now talking about polygamy on his network. I forgot what it's called, but no, I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling that at all. No. So we can end with this interesting new food that I found. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys can maybe you guys can help me out here. I have no idea what this food is. Somebody let me know. Can somebody let me know what this food is?
Bruh, look at this dude.
Let's pause it. Can somebody no more new food? Oh, I forgot. I did show y'all that thing in the beginning, the fried BBL in the beginning of the video. But as I let that be on the screen, maybe this isn't a good topic to cover considering what we just looked at actually. Yeah, let's move on to the next thing because it's a shroom. That is not no that is not no mushroom. Why are y'all I don't like when people play in my face. What mushroom is that? Please let me know, LB. I do still remember you sent me a Cash App that said this is for your dry, crusty lips. I do still remember you did that at the beginning of this stream, by the way, and I will continue to remember that. I will continue to remember that. but I'll let it play through one more time so I can try to.
Bruh, look at this dude.
Okay. Well, none of us understand what it is. That's fine. That is fine. Let's move on to our next meme.
You thought I was going to let you finish? Not today. You thought I was going to let you finish? Not today.
Why do I feel like I shouldn't be? It feels like I'm a third wheel when I watch this meme. Does that make sense? Like, it feels like I shouldn't be in the room together. Actually, I have a question for you all before I go to the next meme. Because someone commented this on the last live stream, are y'all getting ads during the live stream? Like, while we're actually live, are there times when advertisement actually like pops up during the live stream? Not like when you're going back to rewatch it. Because that's new. I'm gonna just make it a poll. That's new. I feel like no, yes. Most of you are saying no. Okay, 50 no, 50 yes. So most of you are saying no, but some of you are saying yes. During the live stream, you will get advertisement. Oh, do y'all have YouTube? Maybe it's because the ones who are saying no have YouTube Red or YouTube Premium or whatever it's called, where you don't get the ads. Not on your channel, but on other channels. Cause I think it happened to me on I was watching one of Themis' streams, so I was like, wait a minute. I have premium, no ads. Okay. Wow. So okay. Pretty in Black thinks she's better than all of us. Shame her please in the comments, because she thinks she's better than all of us. I have premium, I don't have ads. Whoa, okay. It's not a competition. Wow. Some people just make everything about them and their lack of ads. Don't make no sense. On other channels. Shaming me won't change a thing. Okay, well, y'all don't have to shame her because she said she don't care.
How's it looking? How's it looking?
I don't know what's wrong with my sense of humor. But these also aren't my good memes. These are not my good memes. I can't give you all the good ones today. Hold up. What? Nope. It has music in it. It has music in it. Minimalism is a scam invented by big small to sell more less. Okay. Well, I'm not liking this selection of memes today.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Is that a Lululemon seatbelt? Hold up. Why? Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got. Those are all my memes. Hold up.
Last night I dreamed I was a bottle of ketchup and you were mustard. Which is weird because usually your mayonnaise in my dreams. Why do you suppose that is? Last night I dreamed I was a bottle of ketchup and you were mustard. Which is weird because usually your mayonnaise in my dreams. Why do you suppose that is?
I feel like if you have someone and they start talking to you and you get to the you get past the if I were a worm, would you still love me? And you start going into the last night I had a dream and you were the stars and I was the moon, but the sky was my ex and you was trying to move through the sky to get to me because he was trying to block. Like once you get to those conversations, I'm like, I feel like you're in something happy. That's how I feel. I think that's all of the memes I have on Instagram. We can look at one or two things on TikTok and then we're getting out of here because we at the 2-hour mark now. And look who it is.
Goodness freaking gracious. I don't know what I have to tell males, the average American male, to get them to understand that you're not a millionaire. You're not above average. And it's okay to be average, but stop pretending like you're above average and that a woman would marry you just to divorce you to get your little bit of money. You work at Walmart. You work in a distribution center. You work in the warehouse. You wear those fluorescent vests. You have no property in your name. You don't own a home. You don't have any real estate in your name. Your grandfather did not pass down an inheritance to you. I really be confused on what y'all think women are going to get from y'all by divorcing y'all. You're not a millionaire. You probably won't ever be. And that's okay. But stop being delusional by thinking that women will divorce you just for they'll marry you to divorce you for your money. That pocket change, come on. Goodness freaking gracious. I don't know.
Thank you, because I feel like people are out here, again, there's nothing wrong with working at Walmart or having a fluorescent vest. I don't think so. But I think it's really weird when, no, we're not shattering hopes and dreams. We are waking up. That is what we're doing. We are staying woke. Somebody said it's boy math. Somebody said, as a divorced woman, get married for money, please. Don't get married for love. I feel like people are out here pretending. People are cosplaying like millionaires and they don't have money like that. Who is divorcing you to get $725? Anyway. Anywho. Let's see what I have for you guys. I think that's all I have for you guys. Most of these have copyright music in them, so I can't show them. I can't show them.
Personally, I don't think you should be able to vote if you receive any kind of paycheck from the government, which is a controversial opinion, but I think you
ridiculous opinion too.
This is something I've been thinking about. I'm not saying I'm sold on it, but I think it might be better that you don't have a conflict of interest when you're voting if you're getting a paycheck from the government.
Everyone has a conflict of interest when
Yeah,
you're voting.
and, like,
Everybody's trying to
you're
vote
getting
for
a
their own
paycheck
interests.
from the people you're voting for. Like,
I see how that would be a bias. Some millionaires vote for Republicans because they get tax breaks. Everybody votes a certain way to benefit themselves, right? So when you restrict that for one person and then let other people do it, you then isolate that group of people from even being able to participate in this democracy, and inevitably they are going to get left out on the entire country's growth.
And if you take
And those
votes
people,
away
why
from-
should they be lost? Why should they not be allowed to participate in their country? It affects them just like everyone else.
there was a big discussion about whether or not you should have skin in the game to be able to vote.
What about being an
But-
American citizen
Right.
so the policies directly affect you? I think that's skin in the game.
Personally, I don't think you should be.
Let's see. Politicians, postal workers. Had to go on mute to sneeze. Postal workers, military, politicians, etc. Civil servants, anyone who works for the federal government, you don't think should be able to vote? She said it was a controversial opinion, but it wasn't. It was silly. It was absolutely silly. I don't think I even have memes on here. I just have those. I have this, but I don't know if this is racist or not, so I can't play it. Cause here, we can answer that together and we can end on that.
Okay, yes, right?
Yes, please. I think your hand was.
Don't worry. Okay, yes, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, do y'all feel like that's racist? They're saying this is Indian street food. This is how Indian street food is. Okay. Let's take that off. That's what we can do. With that being said, that's all I have. If I duck down, I think you guys will be able to see I have a new panda back there. It was one of many birthday gifts from a friend, from my best friend. And those gifts are awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I actually have like 4 best friends, and 2 of them so far have gotten me birthday gifts, and they're literally perfect. But I can't tell you guys what they are because I believe in the evil eye, and I believe I shouldn't like brag. Not that I'm bragging, but I think even just being show-offy about stuff is can invite malicious people into your life. So I don't do that. But I will be showing that off because it's going to be behind me for the foreseeable. What kind of pants am I wearing? That's a good question. Let's take them off and look. So let's start from bottom and go to top. I have on some loafers today. Nothing fancy. Inside of those loafers, I have my I have my peanut butter and jelly socks on today. I do wear wacky socks every day, different wacky socks every day. Tomorrow's pineapple. For my pants, it's not my birthday, but thank you. I'm just was celebrating because my friend was out here, but it is definitely next month. But we can always celebrate early. But thank you for the birthday wishes. And I have these black pants on. I had these black pants on. My friend doesn't like this part. This, I don't know why. I thought it was cool. So yeah. And this sweater, of course. Okay. Good night, guys. Have a good evening. Don't forget to like on your way out. Hit the share, copy link. I think that helps. And leave a comment for the algorithm. Yeah, that's all I have. Good night.